Hello, Kemen. My name is Azuka Ogujiba from Media TV. Nice to have you on the program.
Thank you.
And welcome back home.
Yeah, it's good to be home.
I'm sure you miss home.
Yeah, but home would have waited.
How do you mean?
I would have loved to stay longer in the house. I would have been happy to come back in April.
Okay, let's leave that for now. I want to really know. I want you to tell us who is exactly Kemen, the name.
Okay, Kemen goes by the name Ekemini Ekerete. That's my real name, okay. Ekemini Ekerete. Kemen is my fitness brand, and I am the second boy, third child in the family of 4. So I have 2 sisters and a brother. Kemen is a Spanish word for a boy child, which means strong. And there are some other qualities that are tied to the name Kemen, which means Kemen has the ability of being an entertainer, someone that seeks recognition, someone that has a very healthy sense of humor, a motivator, an action seeker in some ways, and generally a very strong person.
Okay, the name Kemen, it sounds like it's a native name. It sounds like it's an English name. Is it your native name that you coined into a name for your brand?
It sounds like that, but I was lucky to find the name Kemen because it's close to my name, Ekemini. But it's a Spanish name.
Okay.
It's a Spanish name. And I choose Kemen because I have a little secret. And that's the fact that I have fear for pain, physical pain.
I don't understand. You're a fitness trainer.
That's exactly the point. You see, I have this low resistance to pain, and because of that, it took me great determination to go through pain every day, to come from having 1 full pack, because I used to be fat, to being a fit person, and then to becoming a fitness trainer. So the name Kemen had to relate to the fact that I had to become a very strong person to achieve that.
Okay, apart from being a fitness trainer, what else do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur. I organize events to engage young creative youths actively, from skill exhibition fairs to cooking food festival to hackathons, marathons, and also festive period events for festive periods. Yeah.
Okay, I always wanted to ask a fitness trainer about bodybuilding, because I know that this is the kind of body they say people always say that, oh, if you have this kind of a man in your around you, when it's cold at night, when he cuddles you, you don't even feel anything. So, and also we also hear that sometimes the body is gotten from steroids. What do you have to say to that?
Okay, I tell people that ask the same question that fitness is a way of life, is a lifestyle, not a momentary indulgence. And if you have that understanding, you won't want to rush into getting the gains. You need to be patient with the body, because the body has to grow gradually. You need to do the right stuff, work hard, eat healthy, sleep when necessary, and then the body will come. It takes 30 days for you to start feeling something. It takes 60 days for you to start seeing something, and then it takes 90 days for people around you to start seeing something. So you have to wait through the process. Steroid, to some people, I wouldn't know because I've not taken steroid before, but I also heard it has its own side effects, and I won't want to put myself through any harm.
Okay, now back to you.
Okay.
Were you in a relationship before the Big Brother Nigerian competition?
No, I was not in a relationship, and I stated that clearly in my form and everywhere.
Okay. Now, who is the kind of woman? Because it's a kind of a bit confusing because today you're liking Tboss, today, tomorrow it's Euro, and one time too, I think you're liking Bisola. So who is the kind of woman? Is she light complexion? Do you like light complexion women? Do you like dark complexion women? Do you like the homely type, the extroverts? I mean, tell us your kind of woman.
Okay, first I need to get us back to the fact that the Big Brother show was a game, and most of the things that happened had its game part. But to answer the question of my kind of woman, irrespective of color, and I used to say, a woman is beautiful no matter her size, don't just have a big tummy. I like women that are extremely smart, strong-willed, and have a healthy sense of humor. That's all.
Slim, fat.
Slim, fat, no matter. Just don't have a big tummy.
Okay. We've seen the video clip that led to your discussion in the house. And we heard Tboss' side of the story. So now, I mean, can we like hear from you what really happened that night?
Okay, first of all, I would jump into defend Tboss' side of the story in the sense that I think she spoke under pressure, because viewers can really tell what happens in the house. Like I said, there's a game side of it, there's an extreme pressure side of it. But for the video, in every situation there are perceptions and there's a reality. But for some people, their perception is their reality. And I know I may have hurt a lot of people's perception from the video, and I regret that a lot of people felt sad, felt disappointed in how I left the house, and when I left the house, the circumstances that surrounded my leaving the house. And I apologize to my fans that expected me to stay longer in the house. I apologize to every woman out there that perceived the video in the light that hurt their feeling. But to that story, there is a reality, and things are not always the way they look.
So now, from what you just said now, you said there's a reality. Are you trying to tell us that off record that she actually gave you like some green light? I mean, she gave you green light or something?
Like I said, the perception around the video
can be flirty.
Yeah.
So did you
the perception around the video has become a reality to a lot of people, and the last thing I want to sit down here and do is to try and be defensive, because the truth is the truth lies in the fact that I got myself entangled in a situation that was misunderstood. But the honest truth about what happened under the covers, let's not forget that the video was focused on a certain movement under the cover. The honest truth of what happened under the cover lies between two people, me and Tboss. And I only hope that whenever she's out of the house, where there's no 25 million naira at stake, I hope she'll be able to embrace the truth about the reality surrounding the video. But let me also state that I and Tboss had a cordial relationship. Tboss is a young woman I really liked in the house, and I respect a lot, and she knew I respected her. I respected her because she was an older person. I respected her because she deserved to be respected by me. And just like I would respect every other woman, I would never put Tboss or any other woman in harm's way.
Okay, I've heard what you said and your explanation, but emotionally, are you really into her? Do you have some kind of feelings for her, or is she for you part of the game?
I would still go back to my previous statement that the Big Brother show was a game, and most of the things that happened in the house was a game. But then we just had a way of fusing the game and reality to just make the game more interesting. And while in the house, it was a good cordial relationship I had with Tboss, one that I don't regret.
Okay, now, do you think that she should have, when Big Brother called her to the diary room, do you think she should have defended you, or because she knows the rules that if she says she did not consent to what happened that night, that you might be disqualified? Did you think, as a friend, that you said you guys have a cordial relationship with each other, do you think she should have like defended you to save you from leaving the house?
I think if she had the opportunity to embrace the truth, she would have. I think if she was given the option of, if she was given that option, I think she would have taken the option. I know Tboss is not a bad person, but just like every other person, we can do bad stuffs, maybe just for the sake of the game. But I know that if she had the opportunity to say the truth and to defend me, she would have.
Okay, now, do you think after the house, everybody's out of the house, will you guys keep being friends? Or
I told,
once the game is over, to attend to Israel?
I told all the housemates that as an entrepreneur, I would love to do stuff with everyone, and I got to know everybody. I knew them up to their crafts, their businesses, and I had already planned to have a good working relationship with all the housemates, and that would not change.
Okay. Okay, now I'm going to ask you a very, maybe this might sound funny, but between Tboss and Uriel, who would you pick if you're asked to pick one of them to date?
From my explanation of my ideal kind of woman, I think Uriel. I'll pick Uriel.
Okay, why Uriel?
Uriel has my kind of smart. Every woman is smart in their kind of way, but Uriel is smart in a way that is most appealing to me. So I'll pick Uriel.
Now, Karen, tell us about your experience generally in the house, and I really want to know. I mean, this is an opportunity for you to tell the world if you really did what you were accused of. What really happened that night?
Okay, first,
did you do it? I want to yes or no.
Okay, I'll answer your question the way it came. First, my experience in the Big Brother house, I'll use one word, life-changing, because the positive stuff I learned from the house in 6 weeks, I would proudly say I never learned them in the 27 years of my life. And one thing I learned is the fact that the human mind is limitless. Never put a stop to your ability. You don't know where your mind can get to when you put it into achieving success. Well, for the video, I saw the video, and if you like, I would analyze the video. First of all, when Big Brother showed the video to me in the diary room, I was like, oh, no, this is not what it looks like. Because the perception was clear what it looks like. But for all the housemates that have been in the house, and for those that wake up early like me, because I'm a fitness trainer, so I'm used to waking up early, we know that there are two windows from where the beds are, left and the right. And we don't have a time, we don't have a watch or clock to check the time. So for you to wake up, you know you have to look left, you have to look right up there to see if it's bright. You know you have maybe about 5 minutes more to sleep before the light comes on the roof, and then the alarm is turned on. If it's not bright, then you have like 30 more minutes to sleep. And if you've watched the show, you know that I'm one of the few people that wake up very early and help to wake the other housemates up. So it came into my subconsciousness after a while to just open my eyes once I wake up, look up to the left, look up to the right. And on that day, it wasn't bright enough for me to wake up. As at that time, it wasn't bright enough for me to wake up, so I had to go back to bed. Now, I went to bed before Tboss, and I used the duvet that was on the bed. When Tboss came to bed, she had to use another duvet, and of course there's a third duvet on the bed. So when I wanted to go back to sleep, I wanted to cuddle Tboss. So I tried pulling out the duvet that was wrapped around me because it was under my legs. I pushed it out and then lifted up the duvet in between I and Tboss so I could move closer to her. So the hand movement that was seen was me just struggling through the duvet to get to Tboss. The moment my hand went on Tboss, wrapped my hand around her, that was when Tboss woke up. She opened her duvet, saw my hand, she turned around and shifted back into my hand. That was where the video stopped. Now, if the video had been played backwards, you'd see that for every night I and Tboss were in bed together, she was always in bed with her 3/4 short that was her nightie and a spaghetti top. That's number one. Number two, Tboss is not a deep sleeper. I wake her up every morning, and all I do to wake Tboss up is to squeeze her thumb, and Tboss will wake up. Number three, Tboss has the highest stack of alcohol in our cupboard because she barely drinks. Sometimes we exchange services for drinks because we want to drink. So on that night, I was not drunk, but I can't talk for Tboss. But if I were to talk for her, I would say Tboss was not drunk. The moment my hand touched Tboss, she woke up. And that is what happens every time we're in bed. So, but Tboss, I wouldn't know. I don't know her interview in the diary room, what she was told. But I know what I saw too when I looked at the video. I know the perception surrounding the video. But I didn't have the time to explain myself. Neither would I say I had the chance to talk to Tboss to clear what was in Tboss's mind. But that's why I said the truth lies between I and Tboss. I know I did not touch her inappropriately, and she knows, because in her statement when she was telling the house, she said she broke down when Big Brother showed her a video that looked like she was being fingered. And then she went on saying that she was drunk and she slept off before she was awake in the video at some point, and she slept back. Moments after that video, she turned around and she slept with her head on my shoulder. That was when Euro woke up. Euro saw us lying like that, and Euro was like, after you guys will act like you don't like yourself, but you'll be cuddling up all night. And to be honest to myself, to be honest to God, that's the honest truth around that video. But for those that I heard their perception, I'm totally sorry. I'm not saying this to defend myself. Either ways, I regret the scenario. I regret having that video out there. I regret letting a lot of people down by the circumstances surrounding my exit, by how I made them feel, and moving on, I promise to keep holding every woman at high esteem, protect them, and give them all the respect they deserve as always.
Okay, Kevin, are you aware that what happened in the house is kind of scandalous?
Yes, I am aware.
Okay, and you know how it is, how people view anything that has to do with scandal. You're a young man, and for your brand, because you're still you have a lot of time to do what you want to do. How do you intend to? I mean, do you think? Let me put it this way: do you think this incident will tarnish your image and your career? And how do you intend to let the world know that, look, I'm not what you guys saw that night at the Big Brother house?
I know what Nigerians have read out of the incident, but there's some other thing I know about Nigerians, and that's the fact that Nigerians are forgiving and understanding. And so I believe that having the opportunity to also speak out, irrespective of how scandalous it has been, I believe Nigerians would always give me another chance to keep affecting the life of young people and women positively, like I have always done before the show. And I was one housemate that had my life planned out while in the house, and I had a lot of events lined up for the year, and which included